Hey, are you too broke to buy in Series X, but you want a good game that's just like Hell Let Loose? Well, guess what? I got a good game for you. So if you didn't know, Enlisted is a free-to-play squad-based tactical multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Darkflow Software and published by Gaijin Entertainment. For the most part, it's basically Hell Let Loose off Wish, but let's not get into that. Let's talk about some of the good things about Enlisted. Oh my god, isn't the squad functioning systems a fucking handful? So for the squad system is really, I think it is a good thing, as there's a whole lot that you can accomplish in the game and progress as you move further, but also the squad system is mad confusing. I mean, it took me like 2 weeks and 3-hour long videos to figure out even what I was even doing, and it was just a hassle in and of itself. It was terrible. And beyond that, I mean, we're supposed to talk about positives here, but I just had to get this out of the way because it's just such a big issue within the game. So, exactly, how does the squad system work? Well, if I were to explain it in a way that wouldn't take 4.5 hours and literally 5 homework assignments and 3 essays, I would have to say myself that basically every single one of your squad, like every troop, has their own abilities, their own weapons, and everything is just individual. It's mad just how specific the things are in this game. From weapons being on an individual troop, you have to get new weapons for every troop you have, and just new gear. It's crazy. And plus the squad perks and all sorts of things, which really, once you understand it, it's a lot easier to play the game and know what you're doing and have fun, which is why I really like this game, and it's really unique in and of itself, and it should really be praised for what it has done and the developers that made it. So what really makes Enlisted different than, let's say, Hell Let Loose, or basically kind of really any other type of first-person shooter, is that you have AI squad mates, which are pretty much just, I don't know, expendable troops. If you die yourself, you can switch to them and keep on battling. We haven't even talked about the biggest reason why Enlisted is such a good game compared to all the other ones. And this may be shocking to you, but the biggest reason is that it's free to play over many consoles and many platforms, and it's just such a good game, and it's free. And that's what makes it such a good game. It's not just because it's free, but just the quality of it, just the intensity. It keeps you engaged. Just all the upgrades you can get, just all this stuff that keeps you in the game, immersed, and just wanting to keep getting towards the goal of getting better. And that's really that many games fail to do, and this one hits it almost perfectly, just because of how the progression system is, and it's wonderful, and that is why I love this game so much. Alright, so we've come to this point, and I really don't like to go to this just because I like this game, but we have to do it just for the sake of you. And so then, let's talk about some of the cons of Enlisted. I gotta say that the number one con for Enlisted is that people speculate it's a pay-to-win game, which, in a way, you can interpret it in many ways. You can say, well, I want to get all the good stuff. I want to get all this premium stuff. I want more squads to win more, which, in fact, is a pay-to-win game. Now, do you have to do this? Do you have to get this premium stuff? Do you have to go to the in-game shop and purchase silver coins? No, you don't. Can you still win? Yes. But it is more difficult. But there is a whole lot that you can do in this game without having to pay a single penny. And that's what I love about this game. It's pretty good in the way it's pay to win, but you still can play the game. It's playable without spending a single dime. So for our second con is that the gameplay is a little janky. Now, you can say that in Hell Let Loose it is also janky and hard to move around, which makes it more realistic to what it would be like in real life with carrying gear, guns, and all sorts of things that you need to carry on the battlefield and fight with, which I feel like people complain that it's really hard to get around in the game and the mobility is really limited. But in fact, when you think about it in real life, it is also very limited. So therefore, you gotta think, well, do I sacrifice my game for realism or do I sacrifice it for the people's wants? And I feel like that the game made the right choice and chose the realism aspect. Alrighty, guys and gals, this is our last little con, and this con, I don't know, it's kind of disappointing but it's also something to look forward to. It's that the game has been in beta since its release. And when I mean since its release, I mean since its release. It's been in beta this whole time, and for some people that may have not known, it still is. And really, that makes me more excited than disappointed, because that Enlisted is not reached its full potential. But then yet again, if they do release a full version, then they can put a price tag on it, which then is like, well, why don't I just buy Hell Let Loose? Which is fair. So, we'll see, but that is another con, is that it's still in beta, but you can look forward to it being a better game, but they might put a price tag on it. And that's our third con, and that can wrap it up for our cons. So overall, if you have 10 fingers and you can count to 10, then you should know that there's more cons than pros. So then, you're probably thinking, well, should I not get this game, and why are you saying it's so good? I want to say that there is more pros than cons, but really when analyzing anything, it's mostly going to be cons, because the pros are hard to do when other games are based on the same place in history. So, I'm just going to say that the pros outweigh the cons. The pros are way better just because of the uniqueness of the game, the style of it, and the overall system, and the way that you can progress in the game and still have fun. The cons are very minor and should not make the game feel like a chore to play. And I feel like that's why this game has reached such potential. It is so good, I love it so much, and you can't tell me otherwise. And if you do, so be it, you fool me. But there we go. If y'all have any suggestions for any other videos, or if you want me to go deeper into the mechanics of the game, or any history, or if I missed something, please let me know in the comment section. I appreciate it so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.